Hey everyone, it's Donna. My high-tech, as you can see, my high-tech chord charts here. So as I said before, you don't want to get bogged down when you're first learning guitar with all the minutia of the theories about the scales and all that stuff, and all of that, you're not playing a song. Is all the stuff you need to learn, you're not even playing a song yet. You want to stop every so often and learn to play a song. And to learn to play a song, you have to understand something about how to play a chord. And a chord is just, the definition of a chord is 3 notes that sound good together, okay? And these are just 3 chords that you can play in the key of G, that you can play so many songs with just these 3 chords. I recommend like kid songs, like Old MacDonald or The Wheels on the Bus, or I don't know, just if you have kids or grandkids, try to learn a few of those songs and play it with them. You'll have a blast, and you'll be like, yeah, I can play guitar. So yeah, break it up so that you're having fun. I'll tell you the truth, when you first start playing guitar, no matter who you are, unless you play violin or unless you play cello or something like that, you're going to develop, it's going to be a little bit painful. You're going to develop calluses on your fingertips, okay? Not so much on your thumb, but on your fingertips. I'm right-handed, so I play my chords and I play on the neck with my left hand, okay? So here's how to read a chord chart. I'll explain more about chords later on, but I messed up here. I wanted to get the fingering straight. So let me first teach you, okay, how are the fingers represented on a chord chart? All right, believe it or not, sometimes the thumb is used, but very rarely, and you'll see a T, all right? Index finger is 1, middle finger is 2, ring finger is 3, pinky is 4, okay? These are the primary fingers you're going to use to play most simple basic chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Index, middle, ring, and pinky. And I'm going to mess this up. I know I am, because I can hear my dog is ready for me to take him out, and he's distracting me. So I'm going to do my best to get through this without rushing. So here is I'm going to start down here because I messed up here. So the vertical lines represent the 6 strings on your guitar. The horizontal lines represent the frets. And we're playing at the top of the neck. And so you won't see any fret numbers. When you start playing chords on the 4th or 5th fret, there will be a fret number for where you should start. Right here, if there's nothing, it's assumed you're on, this is the 1st fret. You're just assuming this is the 1st fret. So here we are, G chord, okay? I play it with these 3 fingers, okay? 2, 3, and 4. All right, so here's my 2. Here's my 3, and here's my 4. All right, so let me get a little closer here. So my 2 is the 5th string, 2nd fret. My 3 is the 6th string, 3rd fret. And my 4, which is the pinky, is the 1st string, 3rd fret. Did I say that right? Okay, so middle finger, 2nd fret, 5th string. Ring finger, okay, that's the 3rd finger, is on the 6th string, 3rd fret. And the pinky is on the 3rd fret, 4th finger, which is the pinky, okay? 1st string, okay? Yeah, my dog's totally distracted me. He's got to go. All right, can you just hold it a minute, buddy? Okay. So now we're going to move to the C chord, all right? Same principle, okay? The vertical lines are the strings, the horizontal lines are the frets, and you'll see the shape of this chord happens to be like a diagonal if you connect the dots. The 1st finger, which is the index, goes on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Might not be able to see these numbers too well, so that's why I'm saying them. The middle finger, or the 2nd finger, goes on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and the 3rd ring finger goes on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Now you're going to notice an X up here. That means don't play that string. If you play it, it doesn't fit, it doesn't sound right. You'll hear it right away. It's like, ugh, that does not sound good. Let's go now down here to the 3rd chord in this very common chord pattern in the key of G. Okay? If you connect the dots, it looks like an upside down arrow pointing to the floor without the stem. Okay? I call it the upside down triangle. So the key of D, the chord of D, very, very common. All right, so you're going to play your 1st finger, which is your index, on the 4th string, 2nd fret. You're going to play your 2nd finger, which is the middle finger, skip right over to the very 1st string, also 2nd fret, and then drop your ring finger to the 3rd fret on the 5th string, okay? So you can find these chord charts anywhere on the internet, okay? Anywhere. Just type in chord charts G, chord charts C, chord charts D, and just pick the ones that look like this, okay? You will find, and I'll just get ahead of myself right now, there's a whole bunch of different ways you can play the chord of C. They're called chord inversions. They're on different positions on the neck of the guitar, but for right now, stick with these, okay? The simple, basic G, C, D. All right, now I'm going to show you how that sounds. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the neck of the guitar. I'm going to put this away, and this time I'll try not to drop my guitar like I did in between, whoops, I just dropped my pen, in between videos. So this is not the key of C, because the key of C with chords involves bar chords. We're not there yet. So we are going to play the key of G, which I just showed you, okay? And I'm just bring it this way. So if you're looking at that chord chart, or if you printed one off the internet, okay, or if you have an app, there's plenty of them. All right, here's my ring finger, 6th string, 3rd fret, my middle finger, 5th string, 2nd fret, then open, 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 pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So that's the G chord, okay? Now let's go to C, all right? My index finger is going on the 2nd string, 1st fret. I'm going to skip over a string, and I'm going to put my middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and I'm putting my ring finger on the 3rd string of the 5th fret. Remember I showed you the X on the chord chart. That means don't play this 6th string. Don't play it. I usually use my thumb to just muffle it a little bit so I don't accidentally hit it, because it's real easy to do that. All right. That's your C chord. That's how it sounds. And then we're going to play the D chord. So, okay, that upside down triangle, or the arrow without the stem, the downward arrow without the stem. All right. There's your D. So, okay, let's do this. All right, my middle finger is on the 2nd fret, 1st string. Okay, skip over a string. My index is on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So they're almost side by side, but there's a string skipped, 2nd fret. And then ring finger goes down to make the bottom of that triangle. Okay, remember I said, if there's an X, don't play that string. On the particular chord of D, you don't want to play this again. You don't want, hear how that doesn't fit? Okay, so you don't want to play that. Takes a little bit of getting used to not hit those by mistake. So let's play them together, okay? G, C, D, back to G, G, C, D. You could play this. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round and round. play G and D. That's it. Just 2 chords, and you can play a song like that. Okay, and your kids, your grandkids will love it. If you have kids in your neighborhood, you know, and you're out toasting marshmallows, just play that. Just, you know. There's also another chord that I haven't taught you yet that you can also play there. But okay, what else? Does Old MacDonald have those 3 chords in it? I'm trying to think. Old MacDonald, E-I-E-I-O. Okay, so it's way too low for me, so I'm going to use my capo just so I don't hurt your ears with my singing. Okay, I think I need to go up about 2 whole steps here. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. It goes like that through the whole song. So you can play Old MacDonald with those 3 chords, and you can have a blast doing it. And meanwhile, your fingers are developing calluses. You're getting used to reading chord charts. You're having fun playing songs, and you'll come back to the other less interesting, fun stuff later, because you're going to want to learn more. And the more you learn about that less interesting, fun stuff, the more you're going to understand. Oh, I get how that works now. So, okay, I'm going to go let my dog out because he's been a very good boy, I hope. All right, talk to you later.